And will you look at that, guys? Will you look at this? Breaking news! Brics is considering new cross-border payment system. Oh? From Gold Telegraph. Amazing stuff, guys. Now, if the veil hasn't been lifted up yet, it will in today's video. The reason being is because look how these other countries and nation states, guys, or other parts of the world are trying to bring upon a new financial system, right? Update and upgrade from the old version. It's going to happen, guys. Now, Brics is considering a new cross-border payment system. Now, going down here in the comments, people are now suggesting it's XRP, ADDRESS. They already integrated, or they integrated already, not considering, some people are stating, right? It's already been agreed upon. Exactly, guys. Just think about it. If it's about the money, especially about the money, things take time, right? They brainstorm and plan things out, guys. It doesn't happen overnight, though. In the public eye, it would seem like overnight, though, right? People are saying XRP, whatever they come up with, it'll run on XRP as a settlement layer. So what do we think? Some people are suggesting other coins and whatnot, but it is interesting how building a financial infrastructure is very important for the development of trade and the economies of our countries, says Finance Minister. I told you guys, no one else called it, and we called it from years ago that this would happen, and it's happening right now, they're suggesting. Istanbul. Russian Finance Minister said Moscow is working on financial instruments within Brics, including a cross-border payment system. Quote, at the Brics platform, we are considering our various financial innovations, including a cross-border payment system, which can be used in addition to bilateral settlements on national currencies, taking into account digital technologies and digital financial assets, end quote, he said. Now, so what will it run on? That's the main question. Whatever it'll run on, guys, we were right, because the system will be changed, right, for the better, because we're heading to somewhere more positive, in my humble opinion. Will it be XRP? Will it be some other coin? Will it be something else? I don't know, because they haven't stated it. Now, though we do know what Ripple and XRP are about: modernize the cross-border payments experience as fintechs and blockchain innovators like Ripple. It's been documented. It has. Right? When we talk about Ripple and XRP, the research that the domestic real-time rails that have been rolling out during the past 5 to 10 years would eventually start to connect across borders, right? It's like digital islands, guys, or isolated islands, right? Imagine all these as other islands, and everything will be connected to each other, right, in a seamless manner. Coming down here, the effort underscores rising pressure on incumbent payments networks to modernize the cross-border payments experience. You guys see how the highlight, it's not, but it's edited, though they do say cross-border payments need to be what? Modernized up here, right? To modernize the cross-border payment, guys. But within this document, they say experience as fintechs and blockchain innovators like Ripple introduce faster and cheaper ways to send funds globally. That's it, right? Am I saying it's going to be XRP? I don't know, guys, because remember, we're talking about Brics here, right? And XRP was created in America, though XRP, here's why it could be XRP. You wanna know why? Because it's currency agnostic. XRP doesn't have a bias towards a certain country or nation. Okay, it's a quote-unquote god that um, governs the financial system by its own laws and rules and regulations. Okay? So, building a financial infrastructure is very important for the development of trade and economies of our countries. What do we think? Right? Though we do know systems will be updated. America will come last, it seems, as due to the external Black Swan event. You think it's a coincidence though? Because nothing is. XRP is my game. SWIFT is working on an agreement to use XRP for cross-border payments with billions of XRP secured in escrow as liquidity reserves. Right? Some people are saying this was leaked. Others are saying this was by accident. Right? Hacked and stuff like that. But David Schwartz told us back in 2017, my dream, this is his dream. Scenario is Swift makes a deal with Ripple where all their banks get to use RippleNet for free, maybe even paying Swift. Fits our XRP strategy perfectly. Right? And Swift is connected to where? All around the world we go. We're in 1996 equivalent of the internet before blockchain. It's now becoming mainstream. Good things take time. Okay, this is from Quant. Look at that. Exactly, right? The system will change, guys. I mean, all these people are saying the same exact thing. Here are different founders and developers of these other coins stating the same thing that we have from years ago, right? So does that mean we were ahead of them? But these people actually built their own coins, right, for the future, because they seen a vision, guys. And this is Cardano saying this. Founder Charles Hoskinson asks Donald Trump Jr. why he entered crypto. And this is what his response to that question is. It's mind-boggling.
Why come into the cryptocurrency space? Why come to the blockchain industry? What about our industry philosophically was appealing to you, and what problems do you want to solve?
I think for me, it was really interesting, right? I came from a hard asset family. That's what we did. We built and sold and held real estate forever. And for a long period of time, I had access to everyone in the world. I could pick up and the phone and speak to any banker and get a loan almost instantly, and everything was sort of easy. And then all of a sudden we got into politics and we made our opinions known, and you put that little R next to your name, and all of a sudden that became really difficult. And I sort of realized very quickly just how much discrimination there is in the ordinary.
Look at that. There's so much discrimination. Do you guys not see? Right? Brad Garlinghouse, I think got kicked out from a banking service a couple years ago or something like that. I forgot which bank, if I'm not mistaken, but I know certain CEOs go through that obstacle, right? Because there's a lot of discrimination within this game, guys, within the industry, right? And things of that nature. But XRP does not discriminate to anyone, to anything, no matter if you're this or that, from which country, which currency. Okay, X is what? Neutral.
Financial markets, beyond the inefficiency, beyond the waste, the amount of bankers I know that make 7 figures a year, basically moving a piece of paper from one side of a desk to another, not really adding any value. It was such a rude awakening to just how discriminatory the entire market is, just how inefficient it was. And as I started learning more about crypto, blockchain, everything, you realize, wait a minute, this is the answer to all of this stuff. So I guess I jokingly said, I got myself in a little trouble. I jokingly said the first time I was asked this sort of question was like, I realized I was just at the top of the pyramid scheme. I didn't realize that. I realized that the entire financial system and the entire banking world was really one big Ponzi scheme. I just had the benefit of being in the upper echelon of that. And once I was at the bottom rung and we're getting debanked and canceled for simply having opinions that didn't go along with the fold, we became problematic. And all of a sudden we went from being the golden children to persona non grata. And that made me really start thinking, and my brother, I guess collectively we're the most subpoenaed people in the history of the United States, all for nonsense as we know now, but it didn't matter. You still had to deal with it at the time. And so when I started talking with Zach about it, Zach's dad, Chase, other Zach, I think we realized that there's a much better way to do this. There's a more efficient way to do this. And that's how we sort of went down the rabbit hole on all of this. So we're just super excited about this. But it was really probably the biggest rude awakening I've had. And that includes, having the U.S. government basically go after you and try to throw you in jail for nothing. And so I'm just super excited about what this can mean for the future of banking, for the future of the financial systems. And again, I was sort of the beneficiary of the old way of doing things, but that doesn't mean it's the best way of doing things. So I think we're just very excited to be here, super excited. It's sort of interesting to talk in a room like this where I imagine everyone in the room has forgotten more about crypto than I'll ever know. That's the kind of level of attendees I've seen, and the panelists as well. But coming from a totally different side of the space, I realize that this is the answer as far as I'm concerned. I think it's the future of our financial systems, and I want to make sure that's domiciled in America, done by Americans, with that security, etc.
And the craziest part that I've seen to date is an investment case for XRP by Bitwise Invest, the third applicant to file for an XRP ETF. Their price targets are for 2025, 2026, 27, 28, and 29, and 2030. The bear case, 13 cents. They believe the bull case is $13 and max case scenario is $30. Do you guys see what I mean? If they wish for people to get left out and sell, you know what they would do? Dump it. They'll make it die before they rise in price. And this comes from an asset manager, right? And this is what they believe the investment case for XRP is. Now, what is beautiful though is they do talk about XRP, right? These people can't really see the new financial system, which is baffling to me when they're supposed to be in the know. When I know XRP will be at an extremely high price, they don't. That doesn't make sense. They probably do, but the reason why they state their opinions is to fool people. They're probably going to be correct, but wrong at the same time. And they talk about XRP, the XRP ledger, and how it's flexible, guys, and all these different metrics, beautiful ones at that. The XRP ledger is a fast, efficient blockchain initially designed to support payments, right? So they're not inputting the factor. They're not inputting that. When we're talking about a new financial system, they're not putting that into the equation. They just think of regular cycles. That's why they're talking about 13 cents, which I do believe we'll see that price before Moon, though. And 2030, no go. Right? Interesting prediction. So yeah, I mean, this is their opinion, guys. But in my equation, I have the factor of inputting a black swan scenario and a white swan scenario that these people cannot see, and that's the collapse in a new financial system, because we all need a bridge currency. XRP it will be. Now, financial wise, very beautiful indeed, though this is their opinion. I have other opinions. At the end, it's people's opinions. Now, financial wise, what is Sophie's amazing is, see ya, though we are entering a new world.